Hello guys, how are you? Happy Wednesday. When you pop on, feel free to say hello. Let me know you're here. If you no longer see that red live button, please hit hashtag replay. Let me know that you were here. How's everybody doing? So we're gonna do, I think we're doing eggs today, y'all. This light is some bright light. Hey Treese, how are you? You guys let me know if it's too dark. Bright light is a bit much for me today. How are you, Miss Treese? Hello, Terry. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm just going to sprinkle y'all out, and then I'll be with you. Hello, Miss Carla. Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Trish. Welcome in. All right, I think we are good. Hi, Miss Tammy. Thank you, Miss Trish. I appreciate it. Hello, Jeanette. How are you? Did you see today's baby girl's birthday? Hi, Barbara. Thank you guys so much for all the birthday love for my daughter. I was like, they loved her more than my egg. That was super cute. I loved it. Hi, Patty. How are you? Welcome in. So I did post the picture of the egg. Look at I still can't stop looking at it. I think it is so pretty. The picture doesn't do it like full justice because it's so pretty and blue. I went back and I got another one today. Now I don't have the same centerpiece. Hi, Carla. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Miss Edie. So I did get another one. See, this is what I was saying. Like, this was a hot pink and then this side was clear. And all I did was glue them together. I don't know that we're going to do this. We're going to do a couple smaller ones. I have these ones that came from Dollar Tree. And I think we're going, thank you, Patty. Hi, Belinda. How are you? I'll give you all a few minutes to hop on. We're going to do this one in like, thank you, Carla. I think we're going to do this in like a lavender. Comes here so we can wish her a happy birthday. I know, right? Hi, Miss Terry. How are you? I'm sorry, I had to hop off. I had a phone call. I don't know what so her fridge broke down yesterday, apparently. So she is, they may be working on that. I'm not 100% sure. What's up? So did you guys see how many of you I got in here? 21. If you're able to sprinkle out, please do so. I'd so appreciate it. Hi, Melissa. Thank you. Hi, Sheila. Hello, Nana's Homemade Treasures. How are you? Y'all, I need chapstick. You think I know I have one in here. Whether I find it or not is a whole different ballgame. Of course not. I'm not gonna find it. Hi, Sheila. Hey, Mike, how are you? So, I don't know if you guys saw my box launched. So Miss Sue or Terry, if you're in here and you put the link. So for the Easter eggs that we're going to be doing, which is like this, we're going to start them tomorrow. Oh my word. We're going to start these tomorrow. So my next box did launch today. So if you go to my Craft and Chaos link, it's at the top of my link tree. Go snag yourself one because there's some beautiful papers in there. There's deluxe paste in rose gold. There is the sparkling silver wax paste. And when I say the beautiful papers, they're the gorgeous gilded ones. So you're going to want to snag them. Again, you're going to go to Craft and Chaos at the top of my link tree and snag those up while you can because they go super fast. I know they usually sell out pretty quick. So head on over there and you'll have pretty much what you need to do your eggs. You'll have the papers, you'll have the paint, you'll have the brushes, you'll have your waxes, you already got your fine line. Like I've been saying, I've been building this up for a couple months. Well, how long now, Terry? 3 months? 3 months? 4 months? Each box kind of coincides with the other. So like there was fine line in one. We're going to do a few different things with eggs for probably the next 10 days or so. And I'll show you different things to do with them. And I think you'll have fun doing it. You ordered yours today. Thanks, Diane. Hi, Sheila. All right, so I think we're going to do these ones these came from Dollar Tree. They have little holes in them. I've never done them that small. Y'all know I like the big Mama Jammas. So The biggest thing they have in here is there's a, I don't know how we're going to do this. Hi, Carolyn. Hello, Miss Kathy. How are you? Hi, Vicky. Do we do one purple? I think we're going to do one purple. We're going to wrap bling. I don't know. Maybe we'll do the small ones and the big one. Maybe we'll keep this simple. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to try to make like a light violet. Y'all know purple is not something I really have on hand. All I have are these dark purples. That's glossy. We don't want that one. I guess we're going with royal. So I'm going to take just regular white paint. Hi, Becky. Hey, Roxanne. Hi, Linda. Gail, welcome in. So I'm just going to take some apple barrel white. We're going to do the big egg in purple too. So we're just going to make a hot mess. But we're going to pounce these in here. Hello, Miss Becky. So what did we learn yesterday? A drop of the darker color. Stop doing it the other way, Nicole. And we'll get a brush and just mix those in there. How are you, ladies? So we want almost, we don't really want purple, we want violet, right? So we're gonna mix that in. Hey, Miss Laura, welcome in. Let me, hi, Ashley, how are you? I see you guys popping in, out, in, out. So we're gonna do, I don't know, like a pastel purple. So just like we did that super soft blue on here. I don't know, how blue did we go? The blue didn't show in the pictures, y'all. I need to figure out, I don't want a dark color. I want something super soft, and we're gonna do gold with it. Oh, thank you, Ashley. Hey, Sue, how are you? Oh, thank you, Liz. That's, y'all know, that's my whole world right there. My kids. Hi, Nicole, did you? Hi, Dwayne. Hello, Rhonda. Thank you, Liz. You did nice words again today, too. Thank you, Andrew. Yes, it's always better to be nice, right? Hi, Miss Phyllis. So, Sue, were you able to put in a link for the creator box? I did let them know that the creator box did launch. So for those of you, you'll probably hear me say it a few times. The creator box, my last, well, not my last one. My last Easter one did launch. So if you want that one, and I'm telling you, those papers in there are going to be beautiful decoupaged on those eggs. So snag yourself one before they sell out. I think last time they sold out like within just a few moments. I have no idea how many are left and how many sold yet. So, because Miss Terry just got off her live, so I'll know more a little bit later. Hi, Kim. Hey, Yvonne. Hi, Janet. Thank you, Miss Sue. I'm going to, hold on. I'm going to pin that. What's the creator box? So Miss Terry puts together some of my favorites. I have it pinned at the bottom, y'all. Hi, Meg. Hi, Miss Renee. Hello, Nancy. Love the way the egg. Oh, thank you, Andrew. That was sweet. Love the way the egg turned out. It was gorgeous. Thank you. Puts together some of my favorite products, and I try to make like each box that's going to work with the next box. So you guys have, you know, instead of like a Mod Podge full of like different, I want you to all have something that's going to, something from one box that'll work in the other. But I've been kind of gearing them towards the eggs that we're going to be doing. So, but you could still use the products on anything you wanted to use, right? So it's just some of my favorites all put together in one. It's pinned. Okay, perfect. Hi, Diane. What do you guys think of this purple? Because we're going to be putting gold crosses onto these ones and some gold bling. They are fun. Just a fun way to get you guys to try different products, you know, and some of my favorites. Now, I did spray prime these. I'm going to paint the top of this, and then I'm going to put my ribbon through, and then we're going to glue it together, because you do need to glue these. I mean, you don't want them coming apart after all this. So I'm just going to pounce this. What do you guys think of that? That's so hard to see in that light. Hi, Miss Rhonda. I can't. Miss Sue. Sue says, I don't feel like answering y'all individually. Sometimes I'll be like in somebody's room and everybody says hi, and I'm like, hello, ladies, because sometimes you're just busy painting or trying to get projects together. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Melva. Hello, Miss Deborah. All right, we're going to dry this. I think we're going to use, I pulled ribbon, maybe, possibly. Hi, Addie. How are you? Hi, Safina. How are you doing, Miss Addie? Now, these ones, obviously, they're not going to stand like those other ones. So if Nicole knew where her little bottle holder was, it would probably help her out a lot, but she doesn't know where it went. Yes, that's the box Terry was showing on her live. Renee, so y'all know last year, it's just crazy, I was just talking about this with a friend of mine. When we lost Otis last year, hi Michelle, hi Inga. Yeah, they're beautiful papers, they're the gilded ones. Hi Marie. A friend of mine, actually, my best friend Cheryl, her daughter brought over this beautiful like fairy statue that was a solar light, and it's been sitting on my front steps ever since, and the wind was so wicked last night, I realized this morning when I got a package and went outside, it was blown right off my steps and smashed in the middle of my driveway. So I think we're supposed to be getting the same thing, but we did have some wicked wind blow through late last night and early this morning. I can't believe it picked that statue up. Because remember, we had some nasty weather here, and I remember having Ziva. That's when my daughter ran in the house. And I remember having Ziva, and we couldn't get her downstairs. So it survived that, but not last night. Hi, Donna. Hello, Rhonda, Angela. So this one's going to be purple. That one's going to be purple. Let's get the ribbon on to here. I think the other one, we're just going to do white. Yeah, I know. I was kind of bummed, to say the least. I never even put it in it. Hold on a stinking minute. They got holes on both sides. Which side we hang it this way, right? Hey, Trish. Do we hang these this way? Or do we? I'm going to go with that. Shiitakes. Someone's patio cushions in your driveway. Were they pretty cushions? I'm just kidding. Don't keep them. Yeah, that was some serious wind. So this is that ribbon I found thrifting, like that whole big bag. It was like a couple bucks. So we're going to put this in here. I'm just going to take my little poker. We're going to poke it right through. Or not, because there's holes in the ribbon. This is going to be fun. Ziva's crying. It looks like an alien head. Okay. I'll make sure I did it right. Y'all know I'm not proper, so proper is not my thing. They say do florals in 3s. I do them in 2s. They say this is how you do it. I do it the other way. Oh my goodness. What else can I use? Shouldn't be this hard. Break out the tape to wrap it and put, oh my God. See, I keep you around for a reason, right? So you said tape, right? Which it should be right here. But, funny story, it's not. Hey Donna, we had that wind, crazy it was. Oh yeah, out in Oklahoma, I heard that you guys got hit. I was watching a few creators and they were getting smacked in Oklahoma. Texas area. All right, I'm about to lose my marbles. And found a box of wooden mini Easter ornaments. Oh, really? Number 5 on favorites. So it's pinned at the bottom, Miss Terry. The boxes are pinned. The link is pinned right at the bottom underneath the comments. I painted the top of it because I really just want to get, oh, look. Hallelujah. What am I missing? I had to go the other way. Do I have to go the other way? In Eastern North Carolina. No, we're going to tie it on the inside. And then I'll pull it. Right? Like so. So that, okay, I got this, y'all. Takes me a second. The most I do with the ribbons is tie them around bottles. I don't get all technical with stuff. I did it though. Hey, Miss Stella. You just bought the box? Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to say if you got big old hands like mine, maybe make a little bow and tie it down. Okay. All right, Terry. There are beautiful papers in this month's box. You don't, I'm telling you, they're beautiful. They're the gilded. And then the deluxe paste in the rose gold, sparkling silver, chameleon wax. That's what we put on that angel book box that was so pretty that I still need to glue together, y'all. We might be here for an hour just doing this. Instead of words are so hard, ribbon is definitely hard. I'm going to just put some B7000 all around this. We're going to glue it shut. And then we can start working on it once we get it all painted. And Terry, I totally wanted to grab tin foil because I was thinking I want to put gold dots on this. And I forgot my tin foil. What else can I use? Otherwise, I have to go to the kitchen. Okay, so that one's got the ribbon in there. Like I said, I wanted to get that ribbon on there after I painted it, so I didn't get the paint on the ribbon. Now we can paint over the rest of it. We're going to put some bling trim around that line where it's glued together. And I'm pouncing because I think we're going to soft touch these. I like the texture. That soft textured look that this gives. And then I think this lavender in with the soft touch over it's going to be really pretty. I don't have PayPal, only cash. Or I don't, you would have to go in there to see how to check out. I'm not 100% sure. That's Terry's store, so. Hi, Carol. So we're going to dry the rest of this, but look at how pretty that purple is. I like that. Young's Vintiques, hello, how are you? You know what's going to make my life so much easier? I have egg holders. I just remembered, do you have done the bigger foam. No, I'm actually going to do one tomorrow. So that foam, like the bigger foam egg. So the box just launched today. So you can actually go to Captain Crunch. Craft and Chaos, which is like, I'm just going to go get the egg holder because I can't, if Captain Crunch just came out of my stinking mouth. Okay. Hold on. I'll re-explain that once I catch myself here. I totally said Captain Crunch, didn't I? I haven't had Captain Crunch in years, so where the heck that came from, I'll never know. These are cute little, look at, little egg holders. I got these off of Amazon. Captain Crunch. I don't think I've ever called Terry's store Captain Crunch, but sorry, Terry. Craft and Chaos. It's pinned at the bottom. So if you go there, wasn't on when I was in there. You'll find them in there. Yes, Angie. So tomorrow we're going to start those. It's going to be one of those nights. You like cereal? Apparently I was, Addie. I don't know. Oh, we need to glue this sucker. Okay. Sue. I don't know. It happens. Hi, Liz. I mean, at least I found words that time. They may not have been the right words, but I found the words. Sorta. I knew what I wanted to say. It just came out all wrong. Hi, Miss Kathy. It was your favorite? I liked the crunch. I can't do this. I liked the crunch berries. Freaking Captain Crunch. So we're gonna just glue this one together too. Because this one's gonna be purple, and then the next one's just gonna be like an off-white ivory kind of look. Me too. But seriously, Captain Crunch. All right. I've ordered from Captain Crunch. Oh, what this? Y'all are too much. I try so hard. That's all I can say. I should have ate more of that, if that does all that for you. You and me both. I say it all the time. I try so hard. I'm sorry. Hi, Barbara. Heading to dinner. Just wanted to pop in and say hi and tell you thank you. Where are you going for dinner? Are you so excited? I actually have to call baby girl. Hello, Miss Rita. This purple is actually really pretty. So whoever said lavender last night, thank you. So we're gonna do this one like we did last night's, but I figured since we got the purple out, we might as well get it prepped. Y'all are gonna be sick of seeing eggs at some point very soon, just a heads up. But you wanted eggs, you're getting eggs. I'll be doing them. And that way, on the 22nd, there'll be eggs that'll get auctioned off for my next event. And then I believe early on in April, we'll be doing auctioning the rest of it up. My daughter is cooking. Oh, that is so exciting, Tanya. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Thank you, Miss Donna. I painted myself into a corner again. You love my Easter eggs. Can you get these ones? You can get you can't get them from Captain Crunch. You can get them from Dollar Tree. These ones are Dollar Tree. The other ones that I'm doing, so you could probably go to Walmart, like their site, and get them. I'll show it to you. And the same thing with Hobby Lobby, but I have not seen them on Amazon, at least not the ones with the ribbons. Because I do look very early on all the time. Thank you, Mary Lou. What I need to start reminding myself to do is, I guess I'm gonna have to start prepping ahead a lot better and just buying the stuff on clearance at the end of the year, because I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna be doing for pumpkins next year. I mean, I have like a handful of them here, but these are the ones from Walmart. So they have this like, almost like a silky ribbon on them, solid color. And they have like really bright pink and bright green. Those are not my favorite. However, these are the Hobby Lobby ones. So these ones are $3.99, 40% off, and the other ones are $1.68, I believe. So these have like that see-through pretty ribbon on them. I need to go, actually, I need to go to Wally World and get more. Thank you, Joanne. And remember, while you're up there shopping for that new box that just released today, she did release tons and tons and tons of new products. And she's still got more coming in. So check out like a lot of her new molds, a lot of the new decoupage papers, her Finnabair products. She's got so many new things. Transfers, the polishing pads for the transfers. She's got some beautiful stuff she just put into that store. So while you're up there shopping for that box, I'm telling you, I need to go shopping over there. Hi, Regine. Now you do need to be careful with your heat tool because, I mean, it's chintzy, it's thin plastic. I know, it needs cut. So I'm supposed to get it cut and colored. I don't know, Shelly's granddaughter is going to do it for me, but seriously, look at all this gray. I said I was going to, oh, shiitakes. I said I was going to let it gracefully grow in, but y'all, I've changed my mind. I think I might get it just touched up, just highlighted, but it needs to be cut and layered and all that fun stuff. But Shelly's granddaughter is actually, she's got to have hours put in for beauty school, so she's going to do it for me. I would just got to figure it out and set it up. Nicole, could you please tell me what primer you used on your eggs? So I used the Spray Zinsser primer. It's the Bullseye 123 Zinsser primer. If you have bonding primer, you can use that too. It works beautiful on the smooth surfaces. If you're, you know, don't have anywhere to spray right now in the weather, the bonding primer from Pen Art works amazing. I use that on like a lot of my glass, actually. Usually if I have multiple things I want to prime, that's when I'll go out there and just set them all up on the table and spray prime them. Hi, Miss Connie. How are you? So this one's going to get appliques like the other one did. You just let it go, Georgiana. How are you, darling? I'm sorry I didn't say hi. Is she, Terry? That's awesome. You'll know I'm not a girly girl. It's just not who I am. So I don't really get it done often. I get it cut every couple years and have it layered like crazy. And then when it gets super long and kind of scraggly like this is when I do it again. Okay, so we're gonna set this one aside for now. And then, what do you guys think of that purple? Do we like that? I know it's so hard to see on camera. Why doesn't that show as purple? Is that even showing as purple? Hold on. That might be why. I missed a whole section of it. Hi, Bonnie. I'm good. How are you, darling? I don't have anywhere to prime when it's cold, and I did not want to use my bonding primer on a plastic egg. I'm being cheap. Oh my God. So you really just put a thin layer of the bonding primer on there. You don't, with the bonding primer, it doesn't have to be like that perfect bright white. I put a layer on there, let it sit and do its thing. Even if you still see the color through it or whatever, it's fine. Well, unfortunately, it's the lights, Rhonda, because you could totally tell it's lilac on my end. I mean, all I see is purple, and purple is not something I use very often, so I can definitely tell you it is a beautiful, like, soft lilac. You're making me want to break out my plastic eggs. Do it. Can you see it a little better now? Maybe. Possibly. You're welcome, Regina. All right, the next one we're just going to do like an ivory, and then we can start playing with them, deciding what we're going to do with them. I really want to like speckle them with gold though. The two small ones I do. This one I don't. We're going to soft touch this. It's better without that light on there. That's what I thought. It's pretty. The lights are bright, y'all. Super bright. They get warm too. Yeah, I do see a lot of people use just the chalk paint. I think that's just a preference. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. Just because I do, you know, I ship, I wrap, I sell, I do all of those things. I do make sure to prime so that lavender is. Somebody recommended it last night. I'm like, okay, we'll do lavender. And then somebody had recommended like a very pale yellow. Locks of Love. I have, yes. Yes, I have, Melissa. I don't cut it that short, but yes, I'm a huge supporter of that, actually. Love, love, love. Locks of Love. So I think we're going to use... We're just going to use the Vintage White by Folk Art. It's an itty bitty egg. We don't need much. We're going to do, see, this was green. Hopefully it covers that. I really just want to get around those top holes because we're going to put ribbon through it, attempt to put ribbon through it. This one is, Ashley? Or, lavender. Oy vey, I don't even know what the heck. Vintage white. I see that. Not used to working on itty bitty things like this. Not this tiny. Even my eggs are huge. Hi, Christine. So we're gonna give that a dry. We're gonna pull our ribbon through that, the vintage white. Okay. And then start putting our bling. Then I'm debating, do we do bling or do we do... I'm not sure. A really big bottle of it at Hobby Lobby. And folks thought, won the lottery, really? Hi, Sybil. Okay, I'm gonna set that there. I think because I definitely want to do gold. Norovirus. Oh, geez, Deanne. I'm so glad you guys are all okay. How do I want to do that? We're gonna soft touch these, right? Let me grab, so I saw Terry do a trick with tin foil, and I know I don't have any, so I'm gonna grab some really quick because I really don't know of any other way. I'm not trying to flick paint off of a brush. We're gonna have a huge mess in here. Guys, I'll be wearing gold and all kinds of things. So just play Marco Polo. I don't know, tell me your favorite candy bar or something. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab me some tin foil. Whatever it is that makes you happy to talk about. Oh, man down. I can't get out of my own stinking room. Okay. All right. Oh, shoot. I feel like a hoarder right now. Butterfinger. Hi, Sarah. Zero. You guys are talking about your favorite candy bar. Should have asked you what your favorite cereal was. Apparently some of you it was Captain Crunch. I grabbed the, what do you call it? Not the wax paper, the parchment paper instead, like a bozo. How are you, Sarah? Paydays are good. Those work for me. All right, let's dry this. I forgot to tell you, the Angel Cherubim channel sent you. I figured I could break it down and use them for other things. Did I see this already? I am so not breaking that down. You made that and it's beautiful, and there ain't no way I'm breaking that sucker down. You crazy. Keeping it the way it is. That was way too much work. I'm gonna have to bring it in here and show everybody. Or did I do that? I don't even know. I'm horrible. Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing here. open this sucker up. Hopefully I figured out how to do this. Kinder Bueno. That's right, Terry. We got Terry pops in with hers. Oh, are you kidding me right now? It wants to curl up. Let's just be a 3-hour live to make 2 little Easter eggs. Hi, Jessica. It worked so well the first time. I guess I should have grabbed tape while I was out there. There it goes. The white one. Okay. My brain isn't processing for some reason. I'm trying to think the white one. So I used the one on the bottle. Am I just not remembering? I know there was... There was another one in there. Is that, yes, this is just a plastic one, Dean. These are all plastic. These are not like the foam ones or anything like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. It took me a hot second, but yes. For real? Okay. All right, we're gonna glue this. We can put that glue away. Put these scissors away. Hi, Susie. Hello, Diana. Terry, you still in here? Just a heads up. That's right. Gotcha. Scared the bejesus out of me. Okay. All right, so that is glued. Hi, Miss Vicky. How are you? All right, let's finish painting this one. And then we can hang this one up. This one's dry. So what I want to do is I'm going to speckle this gold. I'm going to try something different. Hopefully I get it right. I saw Miss Terry do it. I am not on YouTube yet. No, I do have a friend that's going to be helping me get on YouTube because he understands it way better than I do. And will be downloading like my videos and so forth for me. Many, maybe not even a year ago, Tom had started downloading them for me, but I have no idea where they're at on the computer, if they're even still on there or if everything got deleted. I don't know anything about what is left as far as the computer system. So, my friend had already started downloading some of them for me, so it's going to help me with all of that. You can really see the lavender when it's laying on the blue desk. Can you? Yeah, when it's just in all that white light, it's hard to see. No. Well, that wasn't the best idea I ever came up with. Hi, Miss Nancy. So what are you guys all doing for dinner tonight? I gotta go get more sausage for Sunday for the kids to make soup. So I decided I'm gonna do zuppa and I'm gonna do grilled cheese, I think is what we're doing. But I'm making grilled cheese with Gouda and then grilled cheese with Colby Jack, I believe. That way the kids can eat too, like the little ones. So I think that's perfect. I had 2 scrambled eggs on a carb wrap. Well, probably better than me. I'll probably eat like a handful of cheese cubes. I'm craving deer meat. Oh, thank you, Sue. Is that all you guys eat? My grandson is perfect. Lucas he is something else. He's the sweetest little boy. He loves to cuddle. But he's a holy terror all in one. I'm kidding. He's a doll baby. He was here for the weekend, what, like 3 weeks? How long ago was it, guys? Like 3 weeks back he was here for the weekend? Only 5. There's only 5 creator boxes left, guys. And I know we brought out more creator boxes. Getting the rust effect one too. Dean, you're going to have to ask Miss Terry. Message Miss Terry. There's only 5 creator boxes left. So I know we brought more in this time. So heads up, if you were waiting to get one, go snag one. Storming here, like Bad Kim. Hi, Diana. Hi, Susie. All right, I just want to make sure you can't see any of that metallic. Because these were like that, those metallic colored Easter eggs. Okay, I think we're good. Do you have, where are you at? Do you have like the super high winds? It's pouring out there now, I can hear it. Hi, Mary. All right, we'll give this a dry. We're gonna, I think we're gonna do soft touch and then do the gold specks. What do you think, Terry? Because I want the gold to kind of shine through. Or, I mean, you know what I mean. Maybe you don't know what I mean. You got yours? Hi, Jill. How are you, darling? Yay, Renee. Are you so excited? Means I'm going to have to prep one tonight. And that way we can fully work through one tomorrow. So if I have one prepped, wind, lightning, thunder, yikes. Okay, so we're going to soft touch these first. You have snow? We're supposed to get snow tomorrow. It's supposed to start at 1 a.m. tonight. All right, we're going to use the soft touch. We all know how much I love this stuff. So this is the Pen Art Decor Varnish Soft Touch. You can also find this at Craft and Chaos while you're over there snagging one of my creator boxes. And they do sell it in a smaller container. Hi, Jill. Okay. Listen, if this falls off, I didn't really want Terry to see that. We've had bad rain, wind, and tornadoes. Watches all day. Oh, man, down. How the heck did that happen? Oh, my God. I had paint on the back of that stinking thing. I'll have to fix that. It's all right. We can do soft touch on that another day because I don't think we're going to get to this one today. Well, Terry, they are boxes that I basically curated with my favorite products in them. And the last several boxes were specifically geared towards doing, like the eggs we're going to be working on starting tomorrow. So there's products in there to go towards those. And this month's box has the beautiful gilded papers in there. I think you get, how many do you get, Terry? 4? All different ones. And then the deluxe paste in rose gold. The chameleon silver wax paste, which is a favorite. And it's so soft and pretty. Like some of the other ones had fine line crackle in. They were going pretty quick. They sold out. I think the only one that is still available is the one with the rust effects in it. I believe there's still a couple available of that one, and then the one we just launched today. And there, as of a few moments ago, were only 5 left of the ones that launched today. But you can find them if you click the link pinned underneath the comments. Is baby girl here? Hey, sweet girl. What are you doing? I was going to call you when I hopped off of here. Happy birthday. I think some people were waiting for you to come on so they could say happy birthday to you. Although I did put a post up if you saw the love on that post. You're welcome, Terry. There's 3 left. 3 left. Thank you for wishing her a happy birthday. What'd you get, Ash? Did you get a new fridge? Did they replace it yet? You can't see soft touch. I mean, it gives it this beautiful matte look, but it feels like velvet, or like some people say a rose. You gotta wait till Saturday for a fridge. I say like the inside of a bunny's ears. So it's perfect for this, I think. Let me get down in between there. And we'll just let that one hang. And then we'll soft touch this one. Got Texas Brazil for tonight. Oh. Whatever, Terry. I did not forget. Y'all, I forgot my daughter's birthday a couple of years back, and I think I was legit traumatized. She thought it was hilarious because she knew I would be, but I was mortified at myself. I actually approached my boss, bawling my eyes out like a big old baby, and said, I have to, I couldn't even talk. I have to go. I forgot my daughter's birthday. And the only reason I remembered is because somebody said it was March 5th. And I said, what day did you say it was? And they're, no, it was March 6th. And I said, what day did you say it was? They're like, March 6th. I said, there's no way March 5th already passed us. Well, sure as heck it did. And I was an absolute wreck. I showed up at her work with flowers and candy, and she laughed at me. She goes, I knew that was going to happen. You were going to remember, and you were going to be freaking out. I made a bet that that's what was going to happen. So now she thinks I'm going to forget all the time. She showed up at my job crying as I was laughing, talking to a coworker, laughing, waiting for her to realize it. Oh, happy birthday to your sister, Miss Addie. Yeah, she was hysterically laughing at me. At least she wasn't mad. I thought she was never going to speak to me again. I felt like the worst mother on the planet. I thought she was going to disown me. Yeah, Sue. That was bad. Bad. That was when I first started coming live. Around that time. I didn't have so many of you in here to talk about it too. Now I just told the whole world what a horrible mom I am. Sue. Okay. Hello, Debbie. We're gonna dry that soft touch. It was. I was so sick to my stomach running through the grocery store. Yeah, you thought it was funny, all right. You were hysterically laughing at me. I didn't think it was so cool, but all right. At least you didn't disown me. That's all I cared about. She jokes with me all the time that, like, my son is my favorite. And I tell her all the time I don't have a favorite. She goes, see, you didn't forget his birthday, but you forgot mine. When his is 2 days before Christmas. For 16 days, you're 11 months apart. You never knew the date. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, his is 2 days before Christmas. I mean, even if I tried, I don't think I could forget his birthday. So, you know, has nothing to do with he's my favorite, because he's not. Mama don't play favorites. That's not my job. Hi, Deborah. It's not me in the least. Okay. So what I'm thinking is I need bling wrap. Not that one. I actually have everyone's birthdays in my phone calendar. Yeah, I do now. I think they automatically go in there now. But I did remember, in all fairness. So we're going to use this bling trim, and we're going to come around this little seam, I think. Because then we're going to put one of these crosses. So these are, I mean, they're pretty simple. You can put as much as you like on these suckers, as little as you like. They don't, you know, have to be super, oh no. All right, nope. Y'all, I totally forgot to do the gold speckles. I got so ahead of myself. I was like, wait, why does this seem so plain? Because we're gonna have to do the speckles after I put the bling trim on. That'll be fine. We got it. That was the whole reason for me going and getting that tin foil, y'all. Why does it feel wet? Is there water somewhere? Working on these small things is not for me, I don't think. Okay, so this B7000, it adheres to this soft touch varnish pretty quickly. So I work in small sections as I go around because I don't want this to be all crooked and cockeyed, or as Terry would say, wobbly wobbly. So I try to straighten it as I go because it has that like soft velvet feel to it, so that glue clings really fast. And don't worry, Terry will tell me if it's wobbly. It's like her biggest pet peeve. Little scissors. All right. Well, Ash, you go enjoy your dinner. And I'll give you a call when I hop off of here. Hi, Miss Lorna. Hi, Marcy. Oh, shoot. All right, I need to, that'll work. See, use your little bling roll for an egg holder. Multi-purpose going on. Glue already dried, y'all. Anybody notice that B7000 dries pretty fast now? Or is it just me? Maybe it's the batch I got. I noticed that working on a tray a little while back. Okay. So we have the bling trim going around. So we're gonna leave those there. And what I need to do is I'm going to actually use my Gold Meadow Pigments by Pen Art. thingamajigger. I have one. Nope, I'm gonna need to do it on a plate. Because we're gonna dip the tin foil in it. B7000, got it. This is the first time I've ever seen it. Really? You have 3 big two. I go through so much of it, Renee. Yeah, B7000. It's got that little like fine tip on it. So you could put the glue in a really small area. Oh. So Sue got me these thingamajigs. Do you think I know where I put them? Bless America. Hey, Nicole, use the new one. They're in here somewhere. You're so basic. You're not basic. Not basic. We all have our own little way of doing things. Oh, man, that was almost a disaster. Never basic, Ash. And you mix this. So I'm out of my little container here, Pigment Fix. So I just used the Pigment Infuser by Posh Chalk. Kind of does the same thing. And you're just gonna mix these together and get the most beautiful gold paint you've ever seen. And you can find the gold metal pigment actually also on Craft and Chaos. It literally looks like, I don't know how to describe it. It's so pretty. It's so shiny. Look at that. Just like liquid gold. Put a piece of clear plastic packaging on top and then your lid. It will never stick. I'll have to remember that for the next time, Sue. This one actually opens pretty easy because I've been wiping the lid off. Like a good girl. I just grabbed the dragon's eye from her. I'm so excited. Oh, isn't that a beautiful, beautiful color? On Captain Crunch. Oh, okay, Sue. That's a good idea. All right, we're gonna try the tinfoil thing, y'all. So I saw Terry do. So you're gonna kind of bunch it up into a ball, but you don't want to flatten it. I'm nervous. Super nervous. And Nicole, you just said don't flatten it. Now why did you go and do that? What you're going to do is you're going to dip this in there. Because I don't trust myself. I'm going to get a napkin and kind of offload and kind of see what it looks like first. So she did this on a much bigger egg. I'm just hoping it works on these small ones. Okay. I think that works. Here goes nothing. I always get nervous when I try something new. Well, Nicole, don't let it dry. Got so nervous you let it dry off. Okay, so that's fun. Look at getting like the gold speckle. Well, okay, I like that. I knew it looked fun when she did it, but don't go overboard. Look at it. That's so pretty. I'm really, oh, I know. I'm kind of smacking it, aren't I? Kind of am. I'm trying to lightly tap it. I'm kind of moving it around because you do tend to flatten it if you're whacking at it like I am. You want to have the points of your foil creating those dots, not like flat areas of your foil. So just want it to look speckled. Oh my God, I love that. That is so pretty. Well, what do you know? I know, right? Are you so proud? Be more proud if this didn't hit that. So see, another use for your metal pigments and just some tin foil. We'll let her hang there. I'm gonna pull the other piece of foil. Carrie teaches things. Haha, Sue has me even wanting to play with bling. I know, right? I say it all the time. You never stop learning. And that's why I love to watch other creators. Because you never know, you know, you might be like, oh, that's how you do that. Or you realize, hey, there's a whole nother use for that. And Terry is, she's got all kinds of fun little ways to do things. I mean, if I'm not sure of something, I'll ask her, but I always say, hey, you know, do you want to learn how to do this? Or this is where I saw this. I just always make sure, you know, if that's who I saw it, I don't claim it. I tell them, this is who taught me this. And I think that's the biggest compliment you can give another creator. But I always say, we never stop learning. Never, ever. There's a million things I don't know how to do, y'all. I just do what my mind tells me to do and how I think it's supposed to be done. And if I'm not 100% sure, I'm not too proud to ask. And we can all use the same product, but in a million different ways. You know me, if I can find a different way to use it, I'm doing it. And my biggest thing is, what will it do on glass? That's always my biggest question. What can I do with this on glass? Because that's my favorite thing to work on. Grandkids would love, this would be fun with the grandkids. Like, you could just take regular paints and color your, you know, eggs with your grandkids like this. That would be fun. Plug in your sewing machine. You know, well, you'll never see me plugging in a sewing machine and trying to figure out how to use it. I'm not going to even lie to you. You could have 20 sewing machines in my house. If you could fit them in here, I would be terrified of that sewing machine, because what do you guys think would happen if I had a sewing machine? I would be stuck to the sewing machine some way, somehow. That is so pretty on the purple. Terry says use it. That's on you, Ash, because me... Oh, Lord, being a sewing machine. Hi, Janine. How are you? It's probably the worst idea I could ever come up with. Screw through your fingers. Yeah, no. Oh, let me pull out a power tool and watch what Terry does. If we could have, like, her on camera and me pull out a power tool or a big wonker of a staple gun or a drill or a saw. They have those mini little, what are those, like table saws? Yeah, the foil with the mirror mist on glass. Yep, she taught me that forever ago. I love that. Terry is like, can't watch, won't do it. She won't come on my page. She don't care if I told her you could make $1 million by just sitting here and watching me do this. She's going to tune out. She's like, nope. Nicole and power tools and me are not working. Okay, I think we're good with that. I love that on the purple, and I went pretty heavy on the purple. I like it. You use a drill a lot. Got one for Christmas from her husband. She still hasn't opened the box. See, how to know? She says, Terry says, no stinking way. Not happening. Oh, hold on. I feel like I have a little spot that I could fix. Right, I missed right there. Okay, and then I saw one on the white too. Terry, what if it was like $10,000? Just asking for a friend. Would you do it for $10,000? Okay, how pretty. And that's gonna be super shiny, right? So that one's already got the bling trim around it. I just ate gold pigment. Let me make sure this is dry. She's not allowed. Terry, it's not that bad. I still have all my fingers. My hands are still here. I ain't done nothing to myself. Oh, whatever. This whole time, Terry, you've been with me. Have I done anything? Have you had to call an ambulance? That's all I want to know. Just answer that. Have you had to call an ambulance? Nope, nope. She just keeps saying nope, 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 nope. Hi, Tina. Dremel. All right, so the one thing you probably won't watch me use on a live is a Dremel. Nicole and Dremels don't get along. I mean, I would get along if it didn't if it wouldn't suck up my hair and zip straight up to my scalp. Then me and a Dremel would be perfect friends. Because Dremels are pretty good tools. As long as you don't lean your hair into it. And not that I would know. Y'all fixing to just plug this thing in. Oh my God. All right, well, with exception of the Dremel, I'm good. Just throwing that out there. I must say, the Dremel was pretty traumatic. There's nothing worse than you standing there screaming for help as this thing is just did a like 1/10 of a second zip up straight to your scalp, and you're not quite sure if you're in one piece or not. Because it happens so fast, you have no idea where the heck the Dremel went till you feel the tug on your head, and you're like, oh my God. Yeah, no, that was when I was grooming dogs, and I'm sure some of you remember the story, but my boss was like, whatever you do, keep your hair up. Well, every time you use a Dremel, your hair needs to be up, or you need to not be leaning while you're dremeling the dog's nails. Okie dokie. Well, I mean, I knew it could get stuck, but I didn't know that sucker would zip from 0 to 10,000 straight up your scalp. And then, you know, what happens? I got long hair. That sucker got so tangled, and it was so tight to my scalp. I was absolutely mortified. It's a real thing. It happens. It's like one of those, this is only something you see in movies moments. My boss just looked at me and went, you're joking, right? I'm like, get it out of my hair. She goes, good luck. As the dog's staring at me like, lady. So word to the wise, ladies, if you have long hair, don't use a Dremel. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. Gator sand that sucker for the next 3 hours if you have to, but don't use a Dremel. Poor Sue would be probably falling off her chair laughing at me. I don't remember how to dial 911. All that and no video. No video. Look how pretty it is with the bling. That's so pretty. It's like the perfect gold. Perfect gold. Okay. We're just going to put our crosses on. What do we got? 7:30. I actually did an 1.5 hour live. Are you kidding me? Is that possible? I think I'm going to dot my eggs like that all the time from now on. I love that. Can you imagine you could do it like silver? You could use your brown paint and do it. It doesn't have to be in the metal, right? Oh my God, that is so pretty. So this is the white one, and I think we're just going to put a cross right there. So I'm going to use my B7000. And I'm going to put a dot at each corner of this cross where it connects to the egg itself. And here's the thing, you can hang these. I don't know, some of you that have like Easter trees, or you could even put these in a little dough bowl, whatever it is you do. Oh, well, it's only going to touch right there. That's all right. See, and it's just simple and pretty. So you don't have to go all out. It's just a very, oh, shiitakes. Okay. We're going to stay just like that for a hot minute. We're going to let that kind of set while we do the purple one. Hi, Kath. How are you? Hello, Vicky. We're going to do this one as well. And I love that we picked this ribbon because of the gold. So pretty. And that big one is going to be purple. We'll work on that one too. Hi, Kim Markellos. How are you, hon? Thank you for sprinkling. I'll kind of go all the way around on this one too. I'm not sure where it all is going to touch, but it'll be fine. All right, so who got their creator boxes and is ready to do Easter eggs? I know Terry said there were 3 left. I'm not sure if they're all still 3 there. I'll put a post up letting you guys know how many are left. Oh my God, that's pretty with the purple. I like that. Look how pretty that one is. You guys like that? Hearts, yes. Can you tell the purple? Do they have, would you bend that small? If so, they do have would you bend that's very, very small. Yes, they do. They have some super thin would you bend actually. Oh, that's already stuck on there. So there's that one. Look how pretty that is. We'll do these in like all, yep, there's still 3 left. How pretty that is. I like that. So there's that one. And they sell these stands like all different colors, sizes, whatever. You can even, look how pretty that is. I like that. It's all sparkly. And then, there we go. There's like the vintage looking one. Off-white. Hi, Marianne. How are you? Isn't that pretty? They're just simple, yet super pretty and sparkly. I like them. They're so pretty. So we're going to have to do like a super pale yellow one. Maybe yellow. What do you guys think goes with yellow? It's going to be silver, right? I would think silver. And then I'll make like a whole bunch of these. I'll do the whole pack. And then they have, so this is the one we did last night, right? So we did this one last night in the pale blue. And then I did a big one in purple that I'm going to make very similar to that. I'm going to use the same appliques and I'll just put gold instead of the silver. And then we can do a blue one of these. We can do yellow. I'll do all different colors of these. And then they have this one, but they have one that's like 3 times the size that we're actually going to do, because I showed you guys those appliques, and you know how I have some that are really big. So we're going to do a big one with the appliques. Tomorrow we're going to start on the ones from Hobby Lobby and Walmart, and we'll get those going, but super pretty. You know what? I got the cross from Miss Shelley Stacklin, so I'm thinking probably, and these are the gold ones, so not like the, like they're the gold. But they're so pretty, and it goes perfect with that. That metal pigment matches the bling and the crosses perfectly, along with the ribbon. I love that. So we'll have to do some in silver. We'll do all kinds of different colors. I got some stuff coming too that I want to kind of play with some eggs and do some different stuff with some bling. So we'll be playing around with different ones. You sewed a straight line? Well, you're still typing, so I guess your finger wasn't caught in it. Thank you, Donna. So on the 22nd, y'all, is going to be an event that by Crazy Mom Creations. So in the Crazy Craftin' Crew, she's the one that, you know, puts on the mystery box events that you'll see me in from time to time. But I do have it posted on my page. On the 22nd, we're doing an event, but it's like a sales event. So for an hour, I don't know if it's 45 minutes, mint green with silver. That was the other color. Yeah, like a green. I was looking at my greens today because I was actually going to do a mint green instead of the ivory, but I'm not quite sure how to do a mint green. Thank you. So on the 22nd, in that event, I'll actually be auctioning off some of these eggs and maybe some little like Easter bottles and so forth. So I think that's what we're going to do on the 22nd. And then I'll have to let you guys know when the next auction, like bigger auction, is going to be. But yes, these are so pretty. Now I want more. I like the like antique, like the bronze pieces, but these are gorgeous. I like these a lot. I want to do like a whole color set of them, but I only have those 2 crosses, so we'll have to figure it out. I like that gold a lot. Very pretty. All right, well, we're jumping off early tonight. I mean, should be my normal time, but it's early for lately. Again, there's 3 crater boxes. You can find the link pinned in under the comment section below. Yes. You're so funny, Ash. I'm glad you're still typing. Probably not make me nervous, but thank you, Rita. Thank you, ladies. All right, well, I'm going to hop off, and I will see you all tomorrow. It's Thursday, so yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. You're welcome, Meg. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Thank you for being here when you could have been anywhere else. It literally means the world to me. And I'll see y'all very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.